The tactile system is the first sensory system to develop. It refers to the sense of touch. Tactile input can be alerting, calming, or overstimulating. Okay, our tactile avoiders. These are the ones that are distressed by wearing certain clothing. They might want to wear loose clothing, or they may want to take their shoes off. These are the ones that avoid hugs and don't like crowds. They don't like to get their hands messy and dislike having their hands or face washed. But then you have the tactile seekers who love to be dirty and messy. They are constantly touching things and people, and they may be hurtful to other children by hitting, pinching, or pushing them. Hands-on or tactile learning. This type of learning would be great for tactile seekers as they get to physically touch, move, and manipulate materials in order to learn a concept. They can make shapes, numbers, letters, or representational drawings with shaving cream, sand, finger paint, wiki sticks, or rice. They may write over top of sandpaper or plastic canvas sheets to give them that tactile feedback. They may use their finger to trace over sandpaper letters or numbers. Sometimes raised paper or dried glue is good for those students who have trouble adhering to the baseline. That gives them some tactile input to know where the baseline is. Other tools for those students that seek tactile input: make sensory bins of rice or beans. You can do fine motor activities in them. They can find colored bears in the sand and sort them by colors. They can count them. They can pick them up with tongs, which is a pre-scissor skill. Or they can use cups to scoop and dump for bilateral hand skills. Also, they could walk in different bins of tactile medium. This would be good for tactile defensive or tactile seeking students. It also works on balance. They can count steps also. I've made a lot of sensory books of various tactile medium where students can use this during wait time in the classroom or wait time during art class. I've also made sensory walls for those students that like to trail walls or can't keep their hands to themselves. If you don't have a wall, you can do it on the back of the door or on a cookie sheet or on a clipboard while they sit in circle time or on the arms of the chair. Fidgets are self-regulation tools to help with focus, attention, calming, and active listening. They promote movement and provide tactile input that is critical for some students' learning. There are pros and cons to fidgets. Pros: they can be affordable because you can make them or you can buy them. They can be as simple as paper clips linked together. They can be portable or they can be fixed in a certain location for those students that like to throw or drop fidgets. They can come in all different shapes, sizes, and textures. Some of the cons is they can be distracting to a student or to others, especially fidgets that require a lot of cognitive engagement, such as a Rubik's Cube. You can make individual student fidget boxes, or you can make a class fidget box. And it's good to have a variety of sensory fidgets as students have different needs. Some might like hard, some might like soft, some might like mushy type of hand fidgets. There are hand, foot, and oral fidgets. Hand fidgets are used for students who rummage through their desk. They tap their fingers on the desk, they play with pencils, they flip through papers and pages in their book, they twirl their hair, they peel stickers off the desk. The fidgets on the screen are some commonly used hand fidgets. The ones to the right, you see the Tangle. I love the gel fidgets that are made in different shapes. They're very soothing to a student. And then there are various different types of stress balls. To the left, there's the popper, putty. There's a marble maze, which could be cognitively engaging too if the student is really looking at it to move the marble through the maze. But it is a very popular soft hand fidget that is used. It comes in a small size and it comes in a bigger size. And then you can make a fidget for the desk where you have a pipe cleaner and beads, and they just move the beads up and down the pipe cleaner. There are other types of fidgets. To the left, there are foot fidgets. The ones that you can buy are called bouncy bands, or you can use TheraBand or bicycle tubing. The one above that is where you can make one yourself with a rope and a pool noodle. Then in the middle, there are pencil fidgets. At the top are nuts and bolts. You can even just get regular nuts and bolts from a hardware store and put them on a pencil and secure them. The one at the bottom is an oral fidget for the pencil. This is called a pencil topper. There are various different kinds, but you can also put a oral fidget around the shaft of a pencil, such as like aquarium tubing. To the right, up at the top, since our students are on the computers a lot, you can put a textured strip for them to manipulate. It's called a calming strip. Or at the bottom, you can secure adhesive sticky back Velcro under desk, under tables, on the back of a clipboard even. I love fidget mats. I've used these a lot in circle or carpet time. I've had them made by PTA parents or by classroom moms, but it gives a variety of different things for the students to fidget with. Other ways to support the tactile seekers, or the ones that don't like to be touched too, is using visual cues to define their boundaries on the floor during carpet time, or around their desk, or on a table that is shared with other students. You could also use placemats for students to sit on to define their boundaries. Maybe in line, the student has trouble keeping their hands to themselves. Maybe put them first in line and let them be a teacher's helper. Have them carry the gym equipment or a safety kit or library books. For those tactile avoiders, maybe using glue stick instead of glue bottles. When they finger paint, maybe have them use gloves or use mess-free finger painting with plastic bags. You could also use bingo markers. The vestibular sense is the sense of balance and movement. It also